All right, now, God, sex, and love. Keep on spreading this morning inspiration. I love what you're doing. All right.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. All right, everyone. It is April 14th, 2020. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. I'll just get straight into it, guys. I want the topic today to be about prayer. So, basically, it just kind of, I was reminded today as I thought about it that, I've kind of taken charge over my life, or I've tried to, has anyone else tried to do that? When things are coming up in your life, you just try to do what you can, and, sometimes basically prayer is the last option. So I noticed that about myself, because whenever I would go through something, it's like, okay, I try to fix it, or I try to do something, I try to figure it out. And then when all else fails, it's like, Lord, what do you want me to do? But, I would say I started to challenge myself to kind of look at it a little different. It's like, let me try to pray for something in advance or whatever. And so basically, there was a particular situation. I won't get into it today. Maybe I'll get into it on another day. But yeah, there's a particular situation I was praying about, or I decided to go ahead and pray about. And I would say that I definitely see a difference, not only in the situation, but even myself and how I, I guess respond to the situation. And I'm seeing some good results here. So, I want to just kind of share this with you all. As the word says in 1 Thessalonians 5:17, we should pray without ceasing. So, that means we need to be praying about everything, friends. Praying for, thanking God for waking up in the morning, to going to sleep at night, to, of course, praying for your meals and all that stuff. But it just kind of made me think about this whole relationship that we have with God. At the end of the day, I don't know if many of us see it as a relationship, but I think we should look at it more like that, because we believe that in our earthly relationships we need to have good communication, right? Well, how much more so should we have this type of communication with God? And that is through prayer. So, I just would say, hey, why don't you all challenge yourselves as well? Instead of worrying about that thing, or instead of stressing yourself out about how you're going to do this, what you're going to do, X, Y, and Z, take the time and, pray without ceasing, friends, and give it a try and see what happens for you. Another verse that I came across is John 15:7. It says, if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done to you. Now, friends, I know we all can use prayer as our little wish list to God, or like he's a genie or something like that. So that's not what I'm suggesting. As you see in that in that verse right there, it says that if you remain in me and my words remain in you. So again, it's that taking out that time to get into the words, see what he has to say, praying to God, not necessarily asking him to do this or that, or asking him for this or that, but more so, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? I think when we come to God with our request in that manner, I feel like the answer will get the answer, versus just coming to God with our expectations and then expecting him to answer in the way we want him to, basically. But you guys can take some time to think about that. I would just say, I know this juice isn't too long for today, but I just kind of want to remind us to go ahead and pray and to, include God into our lives, friends. It's not that we have to necessarily tell him what's going on, because he already knows what's going on. However, again, just when you think about that relationship, think about it in that aspect of, hey, God, you are part of this. We are together in this. What would you have me to do? I am here to do your will. And that's pretty much it. That pretty much sums it up right there. So let's get into the Bible verse of today, friends. Okay, let's see. The Bible verse for today is Philippians 1, 9 and 10, or 9 through 10. It says, "And this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ." So everyone, I hope you all just let that marinate and keep it in mind that, we should always pray. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening to The Juice. If you like what you hear, then consider supporting our podcast. Every listener that supports us for $9.99 a month will be entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win a free gift. So become a supporter today.